All right. Hello, everybody in Facebook world. This is my father, Pat Campbell, and myself, Brian. And whether you love us personally, family, or if you love traditional French and Cajun music, we want to welcome you guys to the Cajun quarantine concert. What is it, Dad? Number 6. It's like Mambo number 4, but the number 6. Dad's going to kick it off right here with a little D.L. Menard, Snow on the Roof.
Snow on the Roof. You've already heard that many times. The gray hair. Now that's what that means you got snow on the roof.
You got snow on the roof.
Yeah,
how would you say snow on the roof in French, Pop?
Neige sur la couverture.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure that I had it right. Boy, you were quick. Dad, where'd you learn how to dance? I've seen you and Mom dance some kinds at weddings and stuff. Y'all just kind of learned on your own, or at the dance halls? Did anybody teach you?
I'm thinking how to answer that.
All of the above.
I was dancing before your mom. No, your mom was dancing too. I guess. Yeah.
My sister taught me.
Yeah, man, y'all do really well.
Yeah. So look, Dad has his official coffee mug, man.
Oh yeah, see if they can break the code. see if they know what this means.
Let's see. All right, Pop. We'll see if anybody guesses.
What did it say?
We're gonna see. I think that phone's distracting you, Dad.
It says Paw Pat, and you know who made that? My favorite son-in-law's wife made that.
All right.
Think of who that is. Melissa.
All right. Next up, Dad, we're gonna have "Don't Cry, Jolie, Little Blue Eyes" by
Pleure pas, joli petit yeux bleus.
Adam Hebert.
Adam Hebert.
We had a couple people asking about your accordion. What's the make and the model? Miss Miller, one particular asked if do you know the make and your model of your accordion, or
Well, the make it's made in right here in Lafayette.
Mm-hmm. So it was custom made.
It's custom made.
Yeah.
And it's made by Junior Martin.
And the key, isn't it in a certain key?
This is a B flat.
A B flat.
I have another custom made accordion in a C.
Mm-hmm.
If I think about it, I have it in the at the house there. I can bring it tomorrow and I can play on it.
Cool. Awesome.
So tomorrow they might not see the crawfish. They don't have a crawfish. The other one was made by Moise Baudouin from
Awesome. Awesome. How you feeling, Pop?
I feel good.
How's everybody doing out there?
Good. Hey, look. I just want to say that I don't know if it's sharing, but there's different people that make comments, and then I get some requests, and I don't think I'm seeing all of them. Like, for instance, Carolyn Davis, she wanted to hear something from Ernie Stubb, Loretta Broussard, Matilda, Jolie Blonde. I had a request from Tom Dooley, and I'll play it today, but I didn't write down who it's from. I just remembered Tom Dooley. And Mike Derwin, a while back, asked for Opelousas So Stand. I think Kizia Noir, Judy Benwall, Kelly Broussard asked for Pine Grove Blues, and Willa Mae Theo, I think that they asked for I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry. So I'm missing some.
But that's my fault. If anybody wants to get a request in, and we want to make sure we get all your requests, can you direct message me personally, and I can make a list for Dad, or tag me in the post, and that way it brings our attention to it. Okay.
And if I can play them, then I'll play them.
Absolutely. All right. Next. Next up, Dad, it's "Lonesome in Prison" by the Tuchet family.
Yeah.
You want to say a little bit about it?
C'est un million dans la prison. I guess so. It's "Lonesome in Prison." I guess sometimes it can get lonesome too when you what you call that, quarantine, and so it's family and things to do. But in jail, I guess it's lonesome. Comme si tu vas jamais venir à moi, assis dans la porte à
Now, I got a little...
Huh?
Go ahead, Dan.
I wanted to ask you if you had heard about that big, I don't know, they're doing some research or something. I tell you what, nothing against Texas A&M. They're a good school. They're top-notch engineering school right under UL and McNeese and them schools there. But
in the alphabet. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but anyway. They was doing some doing some research on some birds, and they took like the flamingo in Florida. They had them crooked beaks, and they did research on that, and they did a whole bunch of research. And one of the things I found was interesting is that they found out why that flamingos stand up on one leg. They stand up on one leg. You ever seen that?
Yeah, that's very popular. That's how they sleep and stuff, right? They stand on one leg.
And one of them was doing his research on that, and he determined, and they found out that the reason why they stand on one leg.
What's the reason?
Well, if they picked the other one up, they'd fall down. So that's why. That's what they found out.
That's probably taxpayer-funded research.
Yeah.
All right, what we got next? That was a good joke. Next up, we have "I'll Be a Bachelor" by Vin Bruce on your accordion.
I know a lot of songs of Vin Bruce, and
where do you know where he's from? Is he a local guy or is he?
Yeah, he's from Golden Meadow, around that area. The people from LaForche, I think it's Golden Meadow, but he's from the LaForche area.
Awesome. After this song, I got a little present for everybody in Facebook Live. But after this song, so this is "I'll Be a Bachelor" by Vin Bruce, sung by Pat Campbell.
Right there, Bill got a song, Vin Bruce. garçon.
I got a little treat for you, courtesy of my mom. This is a picture of my father. I'm putting it right by his face. Look at that guy right there. I think Mom said that was your first year of teaching, maybe? Look straight ahead there. Let's see. Oh, you can see that?
Y'all got hair and everything.
Everything. Look at that dude right there. Look Photoshop. I'm joking.
Wow.
I thought everybody would like to see Dad in his.
That fits me.
In his.
I must have been a beautiful baby.
In his prime.
Look at me now.
In his prime.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we got the Cotton Rose. And was this the one that you said a lot of people sang?
No, not a lot of people. Mm-hmm. One person asked for that, and I have it. Let's go to Mary Alice Gary.
Okay.
I think she might have, and she had asked for Ma Louisiane, but I don't know that song. Mm-hmm.
Oh, also, Aunt Cheryl said that she was actually at Vin Bruce's Hall of Fame induction in the Urath Living Legend. She said she went to it.
I know a lot of songs.
It's pretty cool.
Beautiful voice. The Lord gave me what He gave me.
The Cotton Rose, Pop.
Faire l'amour dans les longs cotons. That means making love in the cotton rows. Just for short later.
It's different than making love in the big woods.
Well, you got cotton not far from there. That's an old song. That.
All right, Pop.
Après fumer, on boit wagon, tartiner, ma proposine, grappiller, c'est on va faire la petite casse des vannes, après pousser les petits putains, il criait qu'il pouvait toujours faire la boule dans les dents. Après casser, je redis ça pouvait toujours faire l'amour dans les racontants. Quand on fait la petite casse qui vient, après pousser, comme ce matin, ça pouvait toujours faire l'amour dans les racontants.
Dad, I want to talk a little bit about family and how the traditions of the Cajun culture, Cajun people, aunts and uncles and grandparents. And there's a lot of different unique ways of calling your grandparents. You're like, our boys call you Papa and Mama, but what did you call your grandparents? Or,
everybody called them Papa and Mama.
Papa and Mama. And aunts and uncles will knock and tonk, but and their last name. So if anybody out there has some unique names that you give your grandparents, we drop them in the comments, and let's have a conversation about how you talk. Now you see, like Nanny Cheryl, that's my oldest brother's godmother. But because he always called her Nanny, well then we all called her Nanny as well. So she's Nanny Cheryl to all of us. So, Pop, that was very well done. Next up, we got the Grand Prairie Waltz by Joe Bonzo on your accordion.
La Valse de Grand Prairie. Papa pour te marier. Il m'a dit tu peux l'apprendre, tu promets de la ramener à Grand Prairie. Aujourd'hui, elle est mariée, si contente jouer de la moi à la maison. Mais je souhaite tout le bonheur, tout ton petit roi, avec moi. Aujourd'hui on est séparés, à la porte attend papa, c'est ta maman. Les conseils t'ont quitté, tous les autres chapitres, fais du mal. Faut je pas pour le monde, faut je fais plus pour toi, ça me fait du mal. Et le film, moi je suis là, préjongé, chapitres, you take
Well done, Dad. Dad, when did you graduate high school?
1963.
In 63. So I got here, this is kind of cool. This is how much stuff cost in 1960. So you'd have been a sophomore in 1960-ish? Uncle Darrell? Would have been a senior?
No,
Uncle you were a freshman.
Uncle Darrell graduated in 61.
In,
I guess I might have been an 8th grader.
in 1960, a new house. How much you think a new house cost in 1960? Average.
I'm gonna guess $18,000.
$12,700. The average income was $5,315. A gallon of gas was 25 cents.
Remember those days.
A ticket at the movies was $1. A dozen of eggs was 53 cents.
I remember when your mama and I started teaching, I think we were making like maybe $1,100 a month total together. Yeah. The teacher was making, I guess, about $550 or something a month.
Yeah.
But like I said the other day, tuition was like $70 or something like that.
All right, moving on. We're gonna go to Take These Chains From My Heart. He's gonna play this on his harmonica. Now I noticed, Dad, you have a bag right there. You never had that bag before. Is that your ventilator or your breathalyzer? What they call that? You sleep with? You breathing? You sleep
the
at?
sleep apnea machine?
Is that what that is?
You really want to know maybe the people don't want to know what that is. Maybe they
Nah, they want to know. I think they're curious.
They want to know what's in this bag here? Well,
hey, also Sean Broussard's watching, and he wants you to say hi to his parents, please. They watch.
Carol and Alexa, ¿cómo ça va, that's good.
All right, I feel like the movie Seven. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
Let's guess.
All right, I'm gonna say sweater. All right, no, that's probably not a good guess. God, Dave.
Some harmonica.
Man.
You never know when one gets burned up.
Wait, no, here's the deal. Here's the lesson, everybody. Some people, during a quarantine epidemic, some people hoard toilet paper. Dad goes straight to the harmonica section and just takes them all.
Different keys. You know,
I hope those are 2-ply harmonicas, Pop.
Charmin.
Pop, we'll pick that up later.
Yeah.
All right, so next up, a Hank Williams Sr. song, okay. Take These Chains From My Heart on Your Harmonica. Okay.
Take these chains from my heart and set me free. You've grown cold and no longer care for me. Let's all sing. All my faith in you is gone, but the heartaches linger on. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. Take these tears from my eyes and let me see just a spark of the love that used to be. If you love somebody new, let me find a new love too. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. Give my heart just a word of sympathy. Be as fair to my heart as you can be. Then if you no longer care for the love that's beating there, take these chains from my heart and set me free. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. You've grown cold and no longer care for me. If you love somebody new, let me find a new love too. Take these chains
All right, everybody. While Dad gets his mentally prepared for his next song, I'm going to ask you guys. I asked Dad earlier about cost of 1960, but what are some of the earliest memories you guys have of things cost? Like I remember personally going to like McDonald's and they had like 39-cent hamburgers, and like I remember that specifically the cost of a hamburger at McDonald's. Being, I think, 39 and 49 cents. So,
hey, remember, I want one thing I want to say.
Yeah.
I know you would remember this, but the others wouldn't. When the United States was in the Olympics,
1984,
and Russia
boycotted.
Yeah. So Russia wasn't in there. The United States,
and it was in Los Angeles, I think.
And the United States had racked up on all kind of gold medals. And at that time, if you'd buy something at McDonald's, they had a little clip, and for first place in the pole vault,
it might have been like a Big Mac, yeah.
And we was in Washington D.C. Yeah. And man, we
almost put McDonald's out of business, man.
Oh yeah.
So, what are some of y'all earliest memories of costs? Like when you go to the store, this cost this or that cost that. Just kind of curious out there, guys. What are some of your earliest memories of cost? Dad, that was great, man. That was really cool. We got a lot of people love your harmonica playing. So the next song, while Dad takes a sip of his special sauce, Paw Pat from his Paw Pat cup, our next song is going to be by Lawrence Walker, Little Black Eyes, and Dad's going to play it on his Cajun accordion.
And it's called TG Noir, and that's Judy Benwell. Judy Benwell requested that song.
Nanny Chero wanted me to ask you about Hoppers in Lafayette near USL campus. What's that?
Hoppers, right across Girard Hall. I took a lot of classes. I took a lot of my counseling classes in Girard Hall and some education too. Right on the corner of University and Johnston, there's a building there. Right across the street, there used to be a restaurant there called
cool.
Hoppers. It was you could get down and eat, and it was just a hamburger place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You want to say a little French before you start this one?
A little what?
A little French. A little French.
Talk a little French.
Mm-hmm.
TG Noir is the name of the song, and it's by Lawrence Walker. Est-ce qu'on n'a pas qu'au dire? Le temps est beau. Good weather. Yeah. Okay, TG Noir, Little Black Eyes. I guess this fella, the song is about a fella who had a girlfriend who had dark brown eyes. In fact, she had black eyes according to the song. And she left him. And man, he's got a broken heart. And that's what it's about. Assis sur mon lit, après pleurer avec un cœur aussi cassé. Parce que j'avais rêvé de m'échapper du noir, aller partir à jamais sans donner. Je m'ennuie et je m'endors de m'échapper du noir. C'est pour ça mon cœur est aussi cassé.
when you think of swamp pop, what are a few names that kind of pop out at the top of the swamp pop list? Like if there was a Mount Rushmore of swamp pop, who?
Johnny Allen, T.K. Hewlin.
T.K. Hewlin.
Cookie and the Cupcakes.
All right, here's a trivia question for everybody. Don't answer that. Where is the Swamp Pop Hall of Fame located? What town? There's a Swamp Pop Hall of Fame. Maybe some people didn't know that. And I know where it's located at. And I'm curious if you guys know where it's located at. So first one.
Can I get? I don't know, so I can guess.
Yeah. I'm not going to confirm nor deny you.
Yeah, no, I know. Not yet. Ville Platte.
That is correct.
Is it?
Yes, it is. It is.
You know,
Ville Platte.
I was just thinking of Ville Platte with Floyd Swallow.
So,
Floyd Swallow had a lot of.
But Miss Elaine Bork was the first person to write Ville Platte, right followed by Miss Janelle Fontenot. Jay Scheck-Snyder got Ville Platte. And
Cheryl too.
Yeah. So since Dad was the first one, he's gonna win an autographed photo of Pat Campbell. Yeah, and he's gonna personalize it too, man. So it'll double up. All right, Dad. Next up, I made a big error.
Wait.
Yes, sir.
Wait. Before I forget, sometimes I get brain cramps and I forget. I'd like to. I know a good trick. It's a trick. It's a magic trick. And if there's some little children or something like that, maybe they could gather around their mom and dad's telephones and they can look.
So if y'all have some little BBs, y'all bring them to the little phones because my dad is going to do a magic trick, a little trick, Mr. Campbell, little trick. Little trick.
I have to tell
we'll tell that story tomorrow. Little trick, Mr. Campbell, little trick. All right, so get the BBs around the phone. Dad, y'all didn't know that, but Dad's first job was a magician. Oh, he used to make those beers disappear, huh?
To be honest, I have to tell you who taught me that trick.
Who's that?
Willard Foreman. He taught me that trick, and it's mind-boggling.
It's mind-boggling.
Yeah. It's a good trick.
Like David Copperfield jealous trick.
Yeah.
All right, here you go, Pop.
Wait.
No, I'm gonna let you prep up. Yeah, Daddy's. Hey, you got your brace on tight, huh? You got your brace on snug? Okay.
Oh, I forgot
all right. Did we get the insurance?
Yeah.
We got some extra insurance for this?
I forgot the limb. Now, as you see right now, I got, you see I got 2 feet there. Now watch. Abracadabra.
Whoa! Oh, God! The universe, I think it went into the stratosphere, Pop. I don't know where it went. It's not there. It was there. And now it's not there. So we can only assume that it disappeared.
Yeah. What? Abracadabra. Halibazoo.
Oh! Wow! He made it disappear, and then he made it... Dad, do you realize how much time and money you could save orthopedic surgeons? Man, you could just go to work. All you gotta have that magic towel.
Well, I'm gonna have to give Willard Foreman half the money because it's him that taught me.
Man, Pop, very impressive.
And then he didn't want to tell it to me, but I begged him, and he finally told me how it worked.
Now, Dad has never done the next level, and that's make both feet disappear. I'd like to see that trick.
Okay.
Go ahead, Dad. Let's play the next song. You're gonna give away your secrets, bro. You're gonna give away your secrets.
Yeah, Willard. We used to laugh. Me and Willard and Miss Bobby and the lounge afternoon.
Good times, good times. All right, that was Little Black Eyes. So next up is gonna be Ira Lejeune. I made a big error.
In English, the song is, the little bit about it, is that he decided that he was going to leave home. And he really thought that he had a good reason to leave. And then later on, he saw his wife with another man at her side, and she looked so happy. And that's when he knew he made a big mistake, a big error. So that's what that song's about. J'avais dit que je voulais jamais revenir. Ça n'a pas été aussi longtemps. J'ai eu besoin d'un mon côté. Et là j'ai vu, j'avais fait danser l'heure. C'est là que j'ai vu, j'avais fait une grosse erreur. C'est là que j'ai vu, j'avais fait une grosse erreur.
Good job, Dad. Your granddaughter, Whitney, she asked, she said, Uncle Brian, maybe he could be like David Copperfield, but make him Cajun. So in a few seconds, I kind of ran it through my little hamsters, and I got a little something for Whitney. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard of David Copperfield. Well, now I'd like to introduce the greatest magician in Vermilion Parish, David Copperparrot. David Copperpasture. It's David Copperpasture, Pop. That's David Copperfield.
Yeah. Field is pasture. In French, it's clos.
Clos. Oh, yeah. I thought it was. No, I'm joking. I don't know French.
Oh, hey, how y'all like my shirt today? They didn't come in on my shirt.
Well, I wanted to say a little bit about the Wounded War Heroes. So what Dad and I are going to do also is kind of bring some attention to a different charity, nonprofit. Dad and I do a lot of volunteer work. Dad plays for a lot of people for free. And man, there's no greater organization than Wounded War Heroes. They're taking care of our veterans, getting them off the couch and getting them re-engaged. Some of these guys and girls, these heroes of ours, have were injured in military, and they get them to go offshore and do activities and hunting. And you know what else is cool, Dad? They provide counselors while they're there, so that way they can. A lot of them have PTSD, and it's hard for them to talk to people. So yeah. So we love the Wounded War Heroes and Mike Chesney and Coots Foray and those guys. So, all right. Next up, Dad, what you want to say?
I want to tell a little. This is a true story. I'm not joking. I've been playing in the nursing homes for about 4 years. And when I first started playing, I just played Pelican Point. And I'd play, 4 or 5 days a week. They wanted me to keep coming back. And I knew Mr. Huey Thomas was in the nursing home, but he was in the Alzheimer's unit. The Alzheimer's unit would have maybe about 7 rooms in it, so they had about 14 people, and pitiful. And so I'd go in there and I'd play for the general public of the residents, and then the afternoon I'd go back and I'd play just for the people with Alzheimer's. And I did that trick with the feet, with the people in the Alzheimer's, and poor things, they'd look, and then they knew, and they laughed, and they enjoyed that.
Awesome, Dad.
Yeah.
All right, next up, the Lemonade Song. Now, you said a lot of people have recorded the Lemonade Song, huh? You just gave me one example,
Well,
Leroy Broussard.
I think Leroy Broussard is the main one.
Mm-hmm. But you're going to do this one on your harmonica.
Okay.
Yeah.
I usually do. I don't think I've ever done it on the harmonica. I usually do it on the accordion, but good.
Well, Dad, you are a Renaissance man, so do it on the harmonica. The Lemonade Song.
Hier soir, j'ai fou des aubages, je me saoulais comme un cochon. Dimanche matin, j'étais tout mon yard malade, passé pour le verre à limonade. Pas couvert. Samedi au soir, j'ai goûté des aubages, je me saoulais comme un cochon. Dimanche matin, j'étais tout mon yard malade, passé bon le vin de limonade.
Miss Karen Hayes said one-handed harmonica playing is very impressive. Miss Karen, I've seen Dad play the harmonica in his right hand and drink coffee with his left hand at the same time. At the same time, he was playing while he was sipping on his coffee at the same time. Pretty impressive. Dad, what can you explain to people what that song is roughly about? The Lemonade Song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the songs are just to make songs rhyme. But it says, I like my cousin. I love cousin is cousin. Cousin is a female cousin. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, female cousin. But he prefers the cook. Moi j'aime cousin, mais j'aime mieux la cuisinière. But he much prefers the cook. Then he says, Sunday night he went to the dance and he got drunk. He got drunk like an old pig. And the next day, Sunday, he was all kind of sick. So he said, pass me the glass of lemonade. That's the lemonade song.
So that was his hangover recovery drink.
And some people will never learn. They keep doing it over and over again.
The Lemonade Song. Cool, Pop. All right, next up, you got Gabriel and Madeline on the accordion. What's this song about?
Gabriel and Madeline. Well, Gabriel was my parent, as the song goes. Madeline was my marraine. Gabriel, he wasn't pretty, and Madeline, it wasn't any better. And then they say that Gabriel had a pretty hat, Madeline had some pretty shoes. Gabriel had a pretty hat, but it's a shame he didn't have a top to it. And then it goes again. Gabriel was my parent, Madeline was my madame. Gabrielle wasn't pretty, and Madeline, she wasn't pretty than any other. She wasn't any prettier. And then it goes that Gabrielle had a hat, and Madeline had the shoes. And it said, it's a shame it was some tennis shoes. No, that's common today, but that's an old song. Back then, they didn't have tennis shoes.
I'm going to ask everybody in Facebook Live a question. While you play, and I'm going to see their responses. The old traditional Cajun French names, like you said, Gabriel, and I know Lynn Seguera's uncle, Onésime Mouton. And so if anybody out there, what are some of the names of your uncles, your aunts, your mamans, your papas, traditional kind of French names? I'd love to hear some of those traditional French names posted, if y'all don't mind. All right, Dad, this is Gabriel and Madeline. Good job, Dad. Everybody's commenting, but you're gonna love to read all the names of the traditional French names. No Espazis.
No Espazis.
But listen, while you switch over to your harmonica for Tom Dooley, I am gonna bring up that you and your brothers went by. Now I don't know if Aunt Riddell did it also. Y'all go by your middle names, right? Or just around the house.
My full name is James Patrick Campbell. Now, whenever Mama called me Patrick, then the tone of voice, look out, but it was Pat, so she called me my middle name. My other brother, Daryl, Uncle Daryl, his name was Gabriel Daryl Campbell, so they called her by middle name. And my sister, Riddell, was Marie Riddell Campbell, and they called her Riddell, middle name. And Uncle Ted, his name is Joseph Ted Campbell, and they called him by his middle name.
So if anybody out there, do y'all have that tradition with your family, or have y'all heard about that tradition with the middle names? Or I thought that was unique with my dad's side of the family. All right, Dad, next up, cruising right along, is Tom Dooley by the Kingston Trio on your harmonica. Yeah.
I had never played that song before, and I had a request and you know what? I just remembered somebody had asked for Tom Dooley, and I did, and it was on the screen, but I can't find it. So whoever requested.
So we're gonna do that next time?
No, I can do it now.
Okay.
But I just don't.
Oh, okay.
Let me know who it is. And when I was reading yesterday after the show, I was looking, and I didn't have a pencil and paper. I should have a pencil. and
We'll
paper.
give him a shout out tomorrow, Pop.
Okay. How many of you know, it was on the paper, who sang Tom Dooley, and it was Hang Down Your Head, Tom Dooley. And of course it was the Kingston Trio. And I'm sure most of you know the story, those of you that's my age or maybe a little younger, a little older. And it was about a man, three people, Tom Dooley, who's about ready to get hung, a beautiful woman, they don't say her name, and Mr. Grayson. Grayson and Tom Dooley were both in love with this girl. It doesn't say that they were in love with her, but Tom Dooley killed the girl, and Tom Dooley chased him down and brought him to justice, and they're about ready to hang him. When sun up comes, they're going to hang Tom Dooley. I hope I don't goof it up. Hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley. Oh boy, you're bound to die. I met her on the mountain. There I took her life. Met her on the mountain. Stabbed her with my knife. Well now, boy, hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley. Oh boy, you're bound to die. This time tomorrow, reckon where I'll be. Hadn't have been for Grayson, I'd been in Tennessee. Well now, boy, hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head and cry. Hang down your head, Tom Dooley. Oh boy, you're bound to die.
Dad, that was from Miss Carmen, and she said her grandfather, she said, I requested it. My grandfather would play it on his harmonica and told us the story, and she said, thank you so much for playing it.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, it's okay, Aunt Sarah. It's okay to be late to the party. At least you had the party. Welcome, Aunt Sarah Doggett in Texas.
Yeah.
And Dad, next up, I know we got to move along.
Where they going?
What's
Anybody
that?
going someplace?
Well, I thought maybe you needed a refill on your coffee. I was just trying to be, or maybe a pit stop at our very own Buc-ee's. We got our own Buc-ee's over there.
Man, they have the restaurant right there. Yeah.
This is The Light in the Window by Paul Daig, or Paul Daigle. How do you pronounce it?
Daigle is in English.
Daig is in French.
Paul Daig.
People like when you kind of tell a little bit about the story, about kind of what it's briefly about. Yeah, people like that.
Yeah. The Light in the Window. La lumière dans ton châssis. It's about a man. It's about this man and lady that was married. And when the man would leave, the lady would leave the light on in the window so her boyfriend could see the light. And so one day, the man and the lady left her husband, the man left his wife, and they got married. But the man that married the lady, his daddy told him, you better watch out, because you watching somebody's light tonight, somebody's going to be watching your light. And at the end, sure enough, the woman that he took from the other man, somebody took that woman because she was watching the light in the window. La lumière dans ton châssis, the light in the window.
That sounds like a good reality TV show, Pop.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Pop, let's hear the light in the window.
Those that understand French would really appreciate the French music a lot more because they know the stories.
But I think people that don't still enjoy hearing the French too.
Ton mari t'es pas là, et toi qui m'espérais. J'allais te joindre, petite fille, et mon cœur était content. T'étais seule, t'étais la seule, que bon je pouvais aimer. T'étais seule, t'étais la seule, que bon je pouvais aimer. J'ai quitté ta femme et toi ton mari. On s'est mariés ensemble, petite fille, et mon cœur était content. Fais attention, mon garçon. La lumière pour toi soit peut être pour l'autre avant longtemps. Y a des femmes qui comme ça montre y a la lumière. La lumière pour toi soit peut être pour l'autre le même soir. Hier le soir, j'ai permis la lumière dans ta châssis. Elle a resté allumée jusqu'à je l'ai vu arriver. La lumière est toujours allumée. Mais un soir, moi je la guette avec un cœur aussi cassé.
Very nice. So, Dad, before we end on our closing song, "You Are My Sunshine," tell everybody from your perspective about kind of what these little concerts do in terms of helping to pass the time and giving us some joy and normalcy. For you, Ian, tell them what it kind of means for you.
People, this gives me a lot. The first thing when I get up, after I brush my teeth and make my coffee and drink my coffee, I jump on the music. I have to decide a lot of the music that I don't have the words to with the recordings. I have to look it up on Google. Then I have to make a copy, and then I write them down, and then a couple of them I practice.
But you don't read music though. Everything's kind of by ear, huh? Mostly when you figure out.
Yeah. No, I don't know how to read music. Never have. I never was in band.
Mm-hmm.
And
so what does this mean?
What I'm saying is that it gives me a lot to do. And this afternoon I did a few chores. I washed the dishes, and then that's my job, wash the dishes, and sometimes I cook. Your mom does a lot of the stuff too. Your mom's been sewing, that keeps her busy. And so this keeps me busy. I'm really enjoying doing this.
Awesome.
And I have a lot more music. Most of the music I haven't sang yet, and I have a whole bunch of stack more that I haven't sang yet. And I'm sure if I start recycling, y'all wouldn't notice.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Dad said when he gets down to his Metallica and Guns N' Roses music, you know he's kind of at the end of his catalog.
I know some Beethoven music.
Some Beethoven?
Yeah.
Nice.
Roll over Beethoven.
Roll over Beethoven.
No, I'm joking.
All right, guys, so we're going to end it today. We love everybody. Melissa, Jason, we love you, and all of our extended family and friends. So everybody, now you know what time it is. It's time for everybody to sing along.
And yesterday, y'all asked, quite a few of you asked for me, I think, to pray for y'all. And today I did pray, said a rosary for my special intentions, and also mentioned for all those that asked me to pray for them.
Yeah.
So those of you that asked yesterday, hopefully y'all were included.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, here we go. You Are My Sunshine. Everybody. Too. Miss Elaine, Miss Janelle, Mr. Andy, Matthew, Miss Becky, Miss Barbara, Billy.
No one's here who really loves me. No one else could come between. Now you left me on the hand of
Claire, Tara, Miss Kelly, Mr. Tony, Jason, love you, Aunt Sarah, Miss Elaine. Owen, Danae, Melissa, Doris, St. Cheryl, Leona, Melissa, so many people, and Mr. Terry. Of course, we love you too, Mr. Terry. Oh yeah, bro, you and him went on a road trip. Y'all were the road warriors, like the wrestlers. All right, everybody, leave some comments, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.